Today we're going to try and replace the window regulator in the camper, the bus, 2001 450. I got to drill out some, what do you call these things, rivets. Got to drill out two here that hold the regulator on. There's two bolts here that hold the regulator on, or two nuts. And then right here and here is a rivet for the motor. And one more right here. I think that's all. This is not a super complicated thing to do. So let me get some tools together and we'll get started. I don't know how much I'm going to be in the way, probably all the way in the way. But let's get started. Oh, went and did some walking with a best friend of mine this morning and my back is sore now. Let me see, make sure I'm recording. Yes, I am. So knowing me, I'll have that not recording and miss all of this video. So the first thing I'm going to do is take the two nuts out of the top that take the window loose from the regulator. I have a plastic suction cup right here stuck to the window and stuck inside that rubber so the window can't just fall. This should come out as all one unit. Need clippers to cut that. Be right back. And I'll actually need some more of those. So I'm gonna go get those real quick. That's something you'll hear me complain about frequently. Takes some getting used to because I like to work to music. Okay, now got two rivets here to tap out that I'll replace with bolts, and then the three over here for the window motor, and that new unit should be all one assembly. This shouldn't really be that big of a pain in the butt. So let's see about tapping the rivet centers out without destroying the window. Nope, not those. All right, I'm going to drill them out because I don't like banging with that glass. There we go, that's the right kind. Yeah, that's probably loud for y'all, wasn't it? Of course, none of them are going to drill on center. Well, when that happens, you just need a bigger drill bit and drill out the whole thing. That drill bit was warm. So that should be about that size right there. I forgot to lock my chuck, so you tighten your chuck down and then go back just a little bit, one click, then your chuck won't come undone. too much. I don't want to drill out any metal in the actual door. So I'm going to take my time. With those first two, I kind of messed them up a little bit because I did not drill on center. So. I may have to get my Dremel to do that. Be a little bit easier than what I'm doing. There's my cat Thomas down underground. He wants in this RV so bad he can't see straight. I've been fighting him all morning trying to keep him out of it. Haven't I, Thomas? All right, now what I do with hammer and punch. I had to get right in y'all's way there. Sorry about that. Drill out a little more on this other one. There we go. Bottom two are done. That's loose. Top ones are loose. Now I need to drill out these for the motor over here. Off with the Dremel. Might actually be easier. Once I do that, see if I can drill it then. It's easier to drill it. Nope, that's just spinning inside the rivet. Okay, well you're still going to come out of there one way or the other. What I'm doing is I'm cutting away the collar of the rivet, but I'm going slow to make sure I don't cut the metal of the door. Beautiful, beautiful. All right. Punch that one right out. And I'm going to punch this one right out. Maybe not right out. Oh, good enough. Now they're all out. I could have done them all that way to begin with. So now I can cut the rest of that piece off pretty easily. I just got to change this head out one more time. Put on a new cutting blade. And then this assembly will be ready to come out. Ooh, that's hot. Trying to drop it this time. So once I pop these 3 rivet housings out, this whole assembly should be ready to come out, I think. 99% sure. Oh, you know what? No, I still have to do the ones that are on the window themselves, on the bottom part. I still have to do these 2 here, there are 2 here, and I got to drop the window down where I can actually get to the other one. I hate hammering on that thing because it's so, I don't want to break the window. I could wedge something behind the window, like a sponge or a towel, where it won't be so wiggly. Where it won't be so doggone wiggly, and I can lift that window up. See how bad it wiggles around. It's moving. Yeah, I need to get something behind that window. I don't like that at all. Let me cut these other ones out first before I get ahead of myself. So I can drill that out the rest of the way, I think. There we go. That one's out. That one's out. Hoi, that one's warm. Probably still going to spin. Yep. Ripped it right out of my grasp. Very soft metal, I just cut it with the Dremel. she goes. Now. Alright, so the window motor is loose. Now for these last two that I really don't want to mess with. It's not glass. I wonder if I could push that out of there. No way that I know of. Without torquing that insanely. And I still could break the glass. I'm going to do it this way. Well, I can get the Dremel in there for that one at least. All right, that one's done. Let's see if we get that out of there. No problem. Dremel back out. Well, all in all, this is going relatively smoothly, other than the 2 feet of skin I just took off my finger a minute ago by holding the head of the Dremel while it was spinning at 30,000 RPMs. But what is any job like this without a little injury to oneself? You know it's going to happen. So you just roll with it, right? That one is out. One more on the other side that I get to do right here. So now you can lift the window up, take this off, suction cup off, and then let the window down to a certain point. So I can actually see what I'm doing. Right there. That's way too far. Well, maybe not. Ish. As far-ish. Okay. Now the window's gonna want to do all kind of stupid stuff. That's okay. I'll hold you up out of the way some. So this cord is to the old motor. So I'm just going to cut that one because it's part of the old assembly that we don't need. Right, that's for the old motor, isn't it? Yep. I gotta take that loose first. Well, great. All right. So, glad I brought the extra zip tie. It's all going to come out as one unit, eh? I could at least cut that cable. I know for sure I don't need this. This is part of the old assembly. And that also will help me be able to move the window independent of the assembly. Now I could get the window all the way up if I wanted to. Get that out of the way. At least hold it that way. All right, so now I can get to that line. Okay, that's too high. That's just about perfect. I'm going to need to get some Gorilla Tape to keep that window from going down because I can tell it's going to want to move. You want to be sure your window doesn't move once you get started. When you break it loose, she's loose. If that window slams all the way down to the bottom, you're probably going to be getting a new window for your vehicle, and you don't want to do that for sure. So take the extra time to get the window secure. There will be a little bit of cleanup involved once you're done, but cleaning up some tape residue is a whole lot better than spending $500 on a window, in my opinion. Strip or two on the outside. Actually one. One long one would be enough. Keep that window from going anywhere. All right. Yeah. If I can tap that out of there without breaking this window. Would be nice. Doesn't look like it's moved any. If I get the Dremel in there, I'm not going to be able to see because I'll be in my own way, I think. Let's find out. Might be able to do that, maybe. I just break that. No, I just didn't have it tightened down all the way. Ah, boy. These cutting wheels are an invaluable tool for a lot of these jobs. Not too bad, not too bad. She's cut off mostly. I don't know how in the world I'm going to get a bolt and a nut in there. Yeah, do I run my arm up through here? Yeah, I can get right to it. Okay. Now I should be able to tap that thing right out of there. Perfect. And the rest of that should drill out, I think. Well, that was the easiest one of the bunch. Look at there. Little old Blackstone grill light. Perfect light for mechanic work. So now I should be able to take the tape loose, lift the window all the way up, put the tape back on, keep the window in the upright position. Matter of fact, I might be able to take this out of here without moving the window at all. Probably not. No, I think she's got to go up some. Okay. So, take this piece of tape off and stick it right here. I can get to it pretty easily. Take the outside piece of tape off next. Alright, good, good. Put you right here. And then I'm going to take this last piece of tape off. I'm going to hold the window because it will go if I don't. Now I can take the window up. Way. That is something I have not been able to do since I've had this van. And I'm just going to run this piece of tape here over the top to the window there. There we go. And then I'm going to put these pieces of tape back on the bottom. Keep the window from going anywhere. Alright, now that's good. Now to remove the old assembly. That's that, folks. The old one is out. Now, while I have this out, I'm going to see if I can get some of the debris out of the bottom of the door. If not, every time you shut the door, you'll be hearing that stuff wiggle around. Like that right there. Well, there's all kind of goodies down there. Ultra soft and strong. All right. Let me see, what am I gonna need to do? I could probably reach out with my hands, actually. Quite a bit in there. This job may have already been performed a time or two. Good old Ford door regulators. Like that. A couple more pieces. I know you don't care about that kind of stuff. I'm going to show you anyway. So that's what YouTubers do. Those pieces feel pretty small. I can get a couple more big pieces out. Some more. A lot of it just fell out through the drain hole in the bottom of the door. Okay, now the new assembly. There will be a little bit of finagling while I figure out what size bolts, nuts, and lock washers I'm going to need. Put this back in. I could rivet this back in, but there's a chance, although not a really good one, but I could have to replace this one day or someone else. Nuts and bolts probably be a lot easier than rivets. As far as them getting it out, it'd be easier for me to put it back in with rivets. But it's not difficult, no matter what. That's the new one, folks. And the new one does not look exactly like the old one, I don't think. Hold on a minute. No, it doesn't. Let's see here. Okay, there's just no studs on the back of that one. I can take those off maybe. Other than that, okay, we're good to go, I do believe. It's just in the downward position. Oh, that's the bottom one, that's why. So it is the same, I just have it upside down. Just gonna go back in like that. So that mounts there. So that does go on the top. Or does it? Okay, that's how it goes, like that. That was freaking me. That's not how it goes. It's got to be how that goes, probably. And then this goes over here like that. So that's how it goes. All right, cool, cool. Yep, that's good. Freaked me out for a minute there, y'all. Freaked me out for a moment there. So I'm going to go ahead and put the first 2 nuts back in that you saw me take out. Those will be the first things to go back in just to hold this assembly in place. And then the window itself will come down and attach to that part. So I'm going to put this in like that, this in like that. Attach this. Put the motor in its spot first, as far as those thingies go. What is this? That's my part that snaps into the door. Come on, got it. Got it. Over there. You're going to go here and you're going to go there. And you can just hang right there. I don't know what that is. That's not getting used. That can go down here, come out the door right there, and snap in right there. All right, now she's hooked back up. This part goes in here. Goes in here and sits right somewhere. That's gonna sit right there. Keys. So I can let that down some. That's what I need to do. There we go. Those holes line up perfect. Turn you off. Then I'll have to bring the window down, put it in that assembly, and secure that back. Put these 2 back on. I'm not going to tighten anything down until I get it mostly put back the way together. And then I'll do stuff. Here. Those I can use. I think I have all the right bolts, nuts, and washers, but give me just a moment. Yep, those should work. And those are I have the kind of nuts and bolts that they don't even require lock washers. The nuts themselves have built-in locking mechanisms, so that's no problem. I will need some shorty sockets though. These should be perfect. Let's see what size that is. Same size, but I won't be able to get back there with that socket. So that is an 11 millimeter. I need a stubby 11 millimeter. That should work for everything else too. I know y'all can't see, just bear with me. That's one is in. Now let me go get a stubby 11 millimeter socket. Thank God it's not a 10 millimeter. I wouldn't be able to find it. Boom. Alright, stubby 11 millimeter. There you are. Nope. Wrong drive size. That's the correct drive size. Okay. Yes, this is what you think it is. It's me peeing. Hey, we all have to do it, folks. It will be cut out of this video anyways, unless yours truly forgets, which is a possibility. I am at this advanced age where I forget to do stuff. If I do forget, boy, is that going to be embarrassing. Alright, phone's still recording. This video is 49 minutes long at this point. A lot of this will be cut out though. Okay, stubby socket. Yep, it is. Okay, let's grab another one of those real quick. Wonder if that'd be easier to do. Nope, over here. I say, It's not going to be any easier to try and... Well, maybe it would be. Let's see. Just right around that thingy, so three fingers, that's what she said. Gosh darn it. Easier from that way? Probably, well, maybe. Okay, definitely. Just got to go around the block to get across the street. But if it works, right? All right, bottom two connections are done. All right. Okay. Go ahead and tighten these down now. I've just got the couple for the motor to do, and that's that. Hook the window back to the unit, reassemble the door panel frame. We done. We done, y'all. We almost done. All right, there we go. First one's up top. That gets her secured. Nope. I'm gonna do it that way, Mr. Hunt. Not that way at all. There we go. that size screwdriver without falling over the stool. I need to be able to get a good bit of torque on these to make sure they don't come back off once I put this together. I do not believe that they will, but I don't want to pull it back apart due to shoddy workmanship. On 2, 3. This is actually easier than I was expecting it to be. Second one's on. Now the last one. That one has to go underneath the motor. So the magnet for the motor's right there and it's sticking to the oh well, I get it. It's just gonna be a little bit frustrating for a second. When you have one you can't line up like this, your favorite tool is going to be center punches. I can stick that through the door, through the hole, put this on that, then I'll put my finger on there. As I pull it back out, I'll be able to hold that against the door, then put the screw in, line it right up. So, get the screw on the end of the punch, or the nut on the end of the punch, like so. Then push it forward, take the punch out, put the screw in, get a couple threads, and voila. Now for this I can use the deep socket, 10 mil. Oh, it was 11 mil, wasn't it? That's why that was happening. Ah, boy. Let's try that again, Mr. Hunt. There we go. Fit right on her that time. Those are tightened down. I did all three of these now. Those two are, I think I already tightened them down, didn't I? Yep, I can tell. Okay. Now I can take all of this tape off while holding the window to lower it down into place to put the track on. 2 last screws there, or 2 last bolts, I mean. Let me do that and put that back in place. This is the nerve-wracking point to me, only because if I don't hold on to this, the window could go crashing down, and that ain't good. Beautiful. Beautiful. Now she's in place. All right. Now it can't fall if it wants to. Famous last words, right? Gotta have the shorty socket. And I can turn that aggravating thing off. Hammer and punch can come out. And we aren't very far away from having ourselves a fully functional window, folks. You know what, I'm gonna have a wrench for that, so I could use this right here. Tape. Probably going to have to get a wrench anyway. Like I say, I don't need to tighten this one down yet until I line the other one up. Take that back out, get my last nut and bolt. Last one, folks, last one. So now I need to turn the key on, bring the window down to where I can see through this hole again, because it's got to go back in that same way. Well, I might be able to bring it up higher actually. But check it out, y'all, fully functioning window. Hey! And I cannot see that from that. Yeah, I can right there. Let's see. Is that hole gonna line up? Yeah, look at her. So I can at least get her started. Got it started. All right, now bring the window down. Suction cup came off. What? Fully functioning window, folks. Yay. All right. This one, I don't think I'll be able to. Yeah, I better grab it. Okay. Cool, cool. Oh, I got it. I got it. Maybe. Maybe not. But I go get an 11mm wrench and get right in there on it. Tighten that last one down. Probably no need to, I guess. But I'm not coming all this way to not do that very last one, so be right back. Going to get an 11mm wrench. Make sure I get that one tightened down before I hate myself later. 11mm, which is probably would have been the easiest thing to do all along. window, doesn't it? Oh, what in the world? Okay, well, I didn't, yeah. I dropped 2 nuts down in the bottom of the door. I said nuts. I gotta get those out. Let me see if I can do this a little easier. Yeah. Yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful. Fully functioning window, folks. You know what I forgot to do? I got to get those nuts out of the bottom of the window. Because one thing I can't stand to do is hear my nuts rattle when I'm going down the road. Alright, now that the window regulator is installed, I no longer have room to get to those things, so I got to go get a pickup tool. Get ahead of myself. Let me go get the pickup tool, get those nuts out. Overall, this job's really not hard to do. If you've never done one, you might be a little bit of a pain in the butt. I've done exactly 2 on different vehicles, not Fords, but they're all relatively the same. Did one on a Cadillac one time, my God. That one was only really a pain because there just wasn't a lot of room in the door. And then everything else on that car tore up. I can tell you one thing yours truly won't ever do again is own another Cadillac. Worst decision of my life. Owning a Cadillac. One. There's nothing else in the door to get out. All the rest of that material is out. 2. Okay, now, very important part of this job is to put the door cover, the interior door plastic back on as good as you can. I ripped this one coming out, but it can go back on and be taped with Gorilla Tape in all the areas it needs to be. This is your door seal. I got a speaker I got to put back in too. Let's see, so this is going to go right here, and I don't remember if that has to go in or out with the door on or panel on or off. But either way, that helps me get her centered where she needs to be. This got to go there, this got to go there, this got to go there. Voila, so we get her back in the roundabout right area. The one thing I need to do first, I don't know if you remember, but this broke, so I want this to stay where it's supposed to on the door. So I'm going to zip tie it back into place. I probably don't even need to do this. I like everything to stay where it's supposed to. So put that back. I've already tested the window for full travel up and down, so I know there's no wires getting in the way of anything. So now, all right. This way. Is that how it was? That could not have been how it was. Nope, it's backwards. All that? Because the sticky was on the inside. Guess that would have been, yeah, that's how it was. Because all those pieces now line up. So what I'm going to do, this piece right here that lines up, I'm going to Gorilla Tape that. That's my starting point. And then just work my way around. Just put back on there as best I can. Not to be perfect, just do what you can. Good to go, good to go. Right there. I don't know. Probably sits up there, something like that. It does. It sits back of the door handle some, so it probably came through here. Yeah. It did. It did. Okay. Now continue taping. And like I said, this doesn't have to be perfect. We're just doing the best we can. I'm just going to get it semi back where it was. Probably could have ordered a new one of these. But I never even gave it a second thought because I knew I'd be taping this one back together. Say a little bit of a moisture shield, I do believe. Oh, I know what that was. It was from a speaker. That one wire I said I didn't know what it was. It was my speaker wire. Okay. Just got metal in my finger. Good stuff. I have no idea what that came out of. Probably the old unit. Oh yeah, I see right where it came. When I cut the cable, it was able to come off. All right. I have to go around and find where the speaker is. Pookie moved it on me. I'm not through taping yet, but I just want to go get the speaker and get it put back in. All my screws are right here somewhere-ish. There's 4 screws right there. The metal was under my fingernail. Pookie, what you do with my screws, Pookie? I mean my speakers, Pookie. Right there in the door. Or right there in that seat, I mean. And we got DVDs in here, old DVDs. I gotta build a bed frame today still. Okay, there's the speaker. Come back around. Got the hi-fi back. There she is right there. She is right there. Put that plug back on there. Bloop. Snap into place. 4 screws holds her in. Those 4 screws are right here. Sure if that's supposed to go up there. No, it's got to come back this way. Let me just look at that before I tape this wrong. No, it goes forward of it, okay. So I didn't need to run it through there after all. That's why you take your time, folks. Don't make a mistake like yours truly. Take your time, do it right. Take your time, do it right. That's how it goes, just like that right there. Okay. This back out of my way for now. That's not out of my way, but that is. I really don't have to do this as good as I am. I'm just doing it while I've got the door apart. I might as well, right? That's fine. That's fine. Get that little piece right there. All of this stuff I do now, I don't have to pull the door back apart to do it later. That little piece right there. Okay, do a little bit right here on the bottom. And for the most part, we're ready to put this door back together. The door went up over this and just sat right down on there, just nice. Like that right there. That went in with one bolt. I don't have any idea where it is. Right there. That just snapped back on. There was no screws. Yeah, there was. Okay, so I am missing more screws. Figured I was. What did my wife do with them? That's going to be the question. So let me get in here and see. I think she said them all right here in the cubby holes. And she did not set them in the cubby holes. All right, Rebecca. There's some right here. Hopefully these are it. Yep, I do believe those are it. Girl, I'm proud of you. Where'd that go? Come here, you. Come here now. Okay. Hey, I found an old penny. That's mine. That's me right there, girl. Yep. All right, that's going to be that one. Nope, that's a self-tapper. That's not what goes in there. That does. Probably a shorty. And the one tool I did not bring was a Phillips head screwdriver. The most common tool on the planet that I knew I was going to need. I'm back. I see I've got some tape sticking out here. What I'll do is once I get this door put back together, I'll just trim those off. Or I may leave them, what the heck. Nothing says I have to trim them off other than my OCD. Let's put this one back on first. I knew there were not many screws to put this thing back on. It was pretty easy. And you know what? I didn't get any of those things in place. All right, so we're taking that back off. get all those in the holes. Missed some over here? Nope. Yep, up top. Yeah, that's better. She's on at the top, on at the bottom, on at the top, on at the bottom. All right, Longer. All right. Now, Shorty, where'd you go? There you are. Get you back in. The wire showing. Everything looking good? Okay, cool, cool. There's one screw there, isn't it? I gotta go up with that thing. Okay, I can get that back in place. All right, no problem. Beautiful, beautiful. One screw down here on the bottom. And then that little plastic cap goes back on there. Lined up perfect. Plastic screw goes, or plastic cap, just pushes right back into place. And then one more right here somewhere. If this hole's gonna line up. Yeah. And that's a wrap. Once I find the piece that goes back over the door handle. Snap this back down in place. Pushing the front end first. And that's it, folks. Just get this piece and put it back on, wherever it is. Let me go on the hunt for that. I said hunt. There's all kind of paper in here and paper towels and stuff. Ow. All right, wife, what'd you do with it? I know it was you, Pookie. You moved my speaker, so you had to move that also. What'd you do with it? Well, I don't see it back here anywhere. I may have to ask her when she gets home, because I sure don't see it nowhere. Ouch. Just bumped my head. Well, gotta be around here somewhere. You'd think. Oh, this paperwork, some more progressive stuff. We'll keep all that together from a proof of insurance. Proof of tag, keep all that stuff in the glove box. For now, hey, there's the piece I was looking for. So I can actually finish it completely. it goes, or is that how it goes? How it goes right there. Open up that. Stick that puppy right there in there. She just pushes right. Oh, put the back in first. There we go. Now she's all put back together. Locks work. Cool. Now I'm gonna trim off that plastic or that tape. Beautiful. Trim off this piece. And we are done, folks. I can clean up and put away tools. All right, that piece is off. She's put back together, folks. Hey, a really wet thing. Personal planner. Still finding stuffs. Okay. Now I can pull it up out of the way a little bit. Y'all should still be able to hear me. Let the plugs warm up. Window test. She works beautifully. Get ready to repair this roof. It's got a couple small leaks, nothing too big of a deal. Get those done in the probably next day, maybe next week, depending on what the rain's gonna do. All right, let's see if you lose me on audio while I'm pulling this thing forward. Probably not. These Rode microphones are just amazing. One of my suspenders has popped off and is jigging me in the back. All right, I'll park her right here for now. Roll the window up. And that's a wrap, folks. I'm going to build a bed frame for the back of this. Probably going to do that today also. But for now, windows are fixed. Fix my dang suspenders. I got a little bit of mess to clean up out here. Might as well let you watch me do that, eh? All right, let's reposition the camera. All right. I think I'll put on some music for you. Make this one of those fast montage things. Just go ahead and start that fast music right now.